Beautiful people, welcome back to our channel and thank you so much for joining the channel today. So today's video we are going to talk about something very important, and I want to draw your attention to the fact that I am going to be talking about some schools in Switzerland that are actually open and accepting applications now from international students. So if you are an international student, this is the time for you to apply to Switzerland. There is a lot I want to say in this video, and I want to plead with you that please make sure you watch the video till the end so that you actually understand what I'm talking about, because there are a lot of details I'll be giving in this video. My name is Milton. If you are just joining the channel, welcome to our YouTube channel and thank you so much for stopping by. If you are an old subscriber, please do not forget to like this video and share the video so that somebody somewhere can benefit from it. So admissions is currently open in Switzerland, and I want to draw your attention to the fact that Switzerland is a very cheap country. If you didn't know, the only difference may be the proof of funds, but I'm going to tell you something at the end of this video that is going to help you to pull through with the proof of funds. Now, if you are thinking, where is Switzerland? Switzerland is a country in Europe. It's one of the coldest countries in the Europe, and please, I want to tell you that tuition is very cheap in Switzerland. With 500, 600, 700, 800, you can study in most government institutions. I mean euros here. Now, I will be telling you about some universities that are currently open. Their tuition in both francs CFA, in euros, and in naira, and even in the Swedish money. The Swiss money is called Swiss franc, and the franc CFA is Cameroon money, naira is Nigerian money. Okay, so please let's take a look at them. Now remember, in one of my videos I told you that in Switzerland, if you want to study in Switzerland, you need to do a lot of research. And also remember that schools in Switzerland are classified into 4 different categories. Category 1 include federal universities, 2 include cantonal university, 3 include applied science university, and 4 include teacher training institutions. So these are the 4 types of schools in Switzerland. Now, I also mentioned in that video, if you haven't watched the video, please make sure you watch that video now. It's important. I also mentioned in that video that most schools in Switzerland, especially the federal universities, which are 2 or more, are already closed, and now all you need to do to apply is to go to cantonal university and applied science university, and of course some teacher institution. Most cantonal universities are open, and let's take a look at the first school in Switzerland, which is University of Neuchâtel. Okay, this school in Switzerland, I'm going to talk about the fees you are going to be paying per semester. And the University of Neuchâtel, please remember that this particular school does not have engineering programs, so if you are looking for engineering programs, you are not going to find at the University of Neuchâtel. Then also remember, the tuition fee is about 835 euros. Then in CFA francs is like 547,486 CFA francs. Then in naira is 809,698 naira per semester. So in 2 semesters you are going to be paying this money double, which is 1 year. I hope you understand. Now, the next school we want to talk about is the University of Basel, and I want to draw your attention to the fact that to study in the Basel or at the University of Basel, you need to put a lot of things into consideration. The first thing is that first, look for money, and also understand that with Swiss universities you can use an application fee of 100 Swiss franc and apply for the admissions. That's to say, the application fee is 100 Swiss franc, which is 69,000 CFA, and also 105 euros, and of course 103,000 naira. Okay, this is for application fee only at the University of Basel. Now, when you go to the tuition fee, you are going to notice that the tuition fee is 850 Swiss franc. Then you also have, that's about 900 euros. Then you also have the amount in euro and of course in CFA and naira. Please just do some conversion, then you are going to see the differences. Now we are done with the first 2 schools, and before we go to the third and the others, I want to draw your attention to the fact that most people like most students who are applying for visas now, they do not meet this monetary requirement. So what you basically need to do is to do jokes and box. You understand what I mean by jokes and box? So guys, please remember that I said there are a lot of things to learn about Switzerland. Those of you coming from Equatorial Guinea and Gabon or Central African Republic, please check the website. It looks like most of you are going to apply for your visa from the website of the Swiss embassy. Let's take a look at the University of Bern. The University of Bern, if you didn't know or haven't seen it, most English programs, they do not require IELTS, and this is an advantage for a lot of internationals. Yes, they do not require IELTS. If you check, you are going to find for some master's degree programs at the University of Bern, their annual tuition fee, not the annual but monthly tuition, not the monthly anyways, but the semester tuition is 553,333 CFA francs. Then you have 85, that's in euros. Now you have 851 euros. Then in naira you have 827,601 naira. This is the money you need in order to pay for the balance, or let's say this is the money you are going to use to pay at the University of Bern during the first, in case you are selected during the first intake. Okay, you are going to pay this money to the University of Bern. Then also let's take a look at the University of Geneva. And with the University of Geneva, it's not going to cost you more than 500k. The tuition fee per semester is 346,670 francs CFA, then 528 euros. So now you can convert. If you are from Nigeria, please do the conversion and let us know how much you saw on the website of the University of Geneva. Then let's go to the University of Freiburg. Freiburg is spelled Friburg. The university charges, like the University of Freiburg, they charge 985 euros, then which is equivalent to 693,257 francs CFA, and of course they charge 1,101,78. That's 1 million plus in Nigerian naira. So please put all this into consideration. It's important. Then the euro equivalence of University of Freiburg is 1,039. All right, so please put all of this into consideration. It is important when you are able to explain like this. It is important when you make people understand what they are going to do. Then we take a look at the next school, which is called the University of Lucerne. Lucerne, the tuition is 1,110 Swiss franc. In euros is 1,171 euros. Then in CFA France, you have 769 or 68.2, let's just say 768 euros. Then in naira you have 1,139,000 euros. So please put all of this into consideration. You may get an exact figure, you may not get an exact figure, so please put all of this into consideration. Then we are going to talk about many other things later on, but for now, take these universities, go straight to the website, click them on Google, type University of Geneva this admissions, University of Bern admissions on Google, and search it. You are going to find a couple of links. Then you choose the one that is with the school, or let me say you choose the link, you choose the one that is with the school hostel. You also take the one that relates to your accommodation and a whole lot of other requirements. Now we are done with the list of universities. Let's take a look at the requirements to apply for the school. Requirements is your high school certificate, your curriculum vitae. Okay, if you have your curriculum vitae, your O and A levels. So please remember all of this. It is very important. Now when it comes to the documentation, I've talked about your O levels, your A levels, your WAEC, your baccalaureate. Then let's take a look at the English proof of funds. English language proficiency, you do not have it, that's another issue. Then your curriculum vitae is very well organized. Now let's take a look at the application, or let's do the application. You have to submit your visa application and residence permit or residence permit application. This is from the website of the immigration officials. Letter of acceptance from the university students office. They need to see this letter. Okay, then they will verify that. Then written application contain the following details: reasons for studying in Basel, duration of study and stay, envisage academic question, future plans and career prospect. So they just gave you some of the things that you need to know, okay, when it comes to this. Now you also need your curriculum vitae. You also need proof of sufficient resources to cover the cost of living in Switzerland. So you need to have sufficient proof funds. Applicants may submit a written declaration signed by a student individual prepared to cover their expenses in full. Then the individual must be resident in Switzerland, or other acceptable means of proof include bank statement that show the balance. So guys, it's just very normal. It's very very good for you to know all of these things. Now if you look at this information I'm reading from here, you will see that they equally went somewhere. They said other acceptable proof of funds include bank statement that shows a bank balance of at least 20,000 Swiss franc in the applicant's name, written confirmation of a scholarship. You understand? So your bank statement must carry your name and with 20,000 Swiss franc in it. Then you also need a written statement for scholarship or maybe a doctorate program, or if not accepted, it means you are not qualified as of this now. You can try again later. This is very important because a lot of people need to know this. You understand? So I believe this video is well prepared. Now let's take a look at documents you need after matriculation. Of course, you need your international passport. Okay, then there are documents you need after matriculation when you arrive in Switzerland, and there are documents to grant you. They must see those documents to grant you a residence permit. And of course, after you finish your program, they want to see your degree to get you a subsequent work permit. So you need to put all of this into consideration. I'm going to explain a lot over there. Of course, I believe you enjoyed the video. Till we meet again in another one.